Today, I'm going to talk about how I've never actually wanted to work a 9 to 5 job or, just work for somebody in general. I've always wanted to be my own boss. I've always wanted to make money on my own. And I think striving for that financial freedom is everybody's goal at this point. So, through my job searching journey for about 3 months now, I've slowly realizing that the job market is completely cooked and that I'm going to have to make money on my own somehow. So, what I've been doing is I'm, gathering all my stuff. I'm having my dad help me get this business started up. So, I'm doing like woodworking. So, I basically take like wood project ideas and I'm going to be selling them online at some point. I don't know how that's going to go. I'll keep you guys updated on it, but so far we have a prototype for the project that we're trying to work on. But ever since I was in high school, specifically junior year, so back in 2020 when I first started working, I realized that this isn't the life that I want to live. The going in, clocking out, and then having to be up at 7 in the morning to go back to school. It was draining. I hated every waking moment of it, and it has not gotten easier as I gotten older. Dealing with the stress of the 9 to 5 and dealing with the stress of school on top of that, it literally sent me into a full anxiety panic mode to where I actually had to get on medication for it. And ever since 2023 to now, I've always wanted to make money on my own somehow. I wanted to make a full-time living completely on my own to where I don't have to work for someone. I don't have to clock in at some point. I choose my own hours. I don't care how hard I have to work. I don't care if I have to put in overtime to do it. As long as I'm doing it on my own, that's all I care about. I just think it sucks that it basically took me getting fired and, not having a source of income to really realize that that's what I want to do. That's what I want to achieve in my life. Because I'm sorry, the truth is, I've never wanted to work for anybody in my life, period. I've always wanted to make it on my own, or at least have some people help me out along the way that aren't my boss, that are family friends, or that are family, or just regular friends in general. Even like, my significant other, just helping me out, along the way of my journey. And I know there's going to be some people in the comments of this watching this right now. They're going to be like, oh, that's impossible. You can't do it on your own. So you can't, start a business on your own. To the people that are watching that, just because you can't do it doesn't mean I can't do it. I'm going to try my hardest to make that a goal and to make that dream a reality. And to the other people watching this that are getting inspired by what I'm saying, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And I'm not gonna lie, the idea of, not wanting to be someone's employee or, to have a boss, I think that's another reason why I never wanted to go to college. To be honest, I really don't believe that, you have to go to college to make it. There's a lot of success stories that are, these billionaires or whatever that did not go to college. They paved their own way. They just had really good ideas. They, were basically geniuses at this point. It's 100% possible to make this dream a reality, but there's so many people that are just not willing to put the work in. Because I'm sorry, I would rather work 12 hours a day, making a product that makes me 4K a month or even like 5K a month than working for somebody that's working 8 hours, making only, 2,500 a month. So my plan right now is to hopefully get this YouTube channel back on its feet. So I can also, because I also make money on here. I also have the woodworking business that I'm trying to get jump started on. And I'm also trying to revive the TikTok. So I basically have 3 sources of income. So if I do the math correctly, I could be making anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000 a month from all 3 sources of income, which is really good, especially I'm doing it on my own. And obviously, once I get everything gathered, I'll make an update video to this video that you're watching right now, and also a step-by-step on how I run the business, how I make the YouTube videos, and how I do TikTok shop stuff. And the main reason why I want to achieve this so desperately is because I don't want to work a 9 to 5 job anymore. I want to be my own boss. I want to make my own money on my terms. I want to work overtime on my time, not on somebody else's time. That makes me the same amount of money, or if not even more. So, that's kind of my whole goal with this, business. And hopefully, if you guys have any advice for me, or maybe you guys are inspired and you want to learn how to do this, just leave a comment, asking a question, or if you guys have, your own personal experiences working on by yourself, leave it in the comments. I would like to read that. I read the comments all the time, so I appreciate it. And I don't want to, make this sound like, a pity party, like, oh my god, I don't want to work a 9 to 5 because it's hard. My whole goal is that, I've been working for 5 years and I have nothing to show for it. At least if I, start my own business, at least if I start creating content or, selling products that I made, I at least made something. I at least made something that I am proud of. I could not achieve that with a 9 to 5 job. I basically was working under somebody else's belt, not my own belt that I bought with my own money. Does that make sense? That's kind of what I'm trying to get across with this video, pretty much. I just want to be able to be proud of something that I made that makes me great money, that I'm able to support myself with, and I, can show the world that I made it happen, that I am financially independent and I don't need to basically, make somebody else money and basically only getting a percentage of what I made them. Because 9 to 5s can be a really good start into something, but if you're not using that 9 to 5 to start something of your own, in my personal opinion, it's useless. Call me crazy, it's 100% useless. If you're not trying to start something or create something on your own, you're not going to be making as much money as you could. There's potential in weird places. You just gotta look for it. Pretty much. That's the entire reason why I made this video. And I want people to be inspired to basically start their own business or start creating something that makes them money. Because guess what? There's opportunity in weird spots. You just gotta look. Anyways, I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. All the way up to the end. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. All the real ones that are supporting this video. So, anyways, I'm going to end this. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.